What's going on, everybody? All right, so we are back. We're finally live. Pardon for that. I just got a call as soon as the live stream started, so had to take care of that. All right, so today is just open topic. So, just drop your questions, and we're just gonna pretty much go over on whatever y'all want to talk about and stuff. It doesn't matter. It could be DC, Marvel, whatever the topic you want to talk about. Let's just chat and stuff. What's going on, Omega? Appreciate you for watching. Dennis, thank y'all for watching. All right. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, we're finally here. So, yeah, this is where we're at right now. So, yeah, as you guys can see, besides these live streams, I'm also doing the gaming. So, that's why you're seeing content with the gaming and stuff like that. I get that that's new. So, some of you, if and you're not into gaming and stuff like that, it is what it is. So, so let's see. All right. So let me see, just reading comments and stuff. Are you familiar with the works of Michael Mann? No, I am not familiar with that name either. So bring me up to date. What am I missing? All right. Why everyone hyping that pic? What picture? Which one are you talking about? All right, y'all. So drop your comments, and like I said, we could talk about whatever and stuff like that. So, well, if let's just kick it off. Like I said, you saw in the previous video, stocks for WB are kind of doing real bad. They're just they're doing from worse every single time and stuff like that. So, it's pretty sad what the studio has become, honestly. And it's just pretty much embarrassing, honestly. To be right now supporting this company. They're trying so hard, but they just can't do it. They really can't do it. They're struggling. They're doing very very bad financially. Pierre, hello from France. Oh, nice, from France, the country who knows how to support the Snyderverse. Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes. Now that we're talking about the Snyderverse, and like I said, open topic, just talk about whatever y'all want. Look, honestly, I am fully convinced that we are getting the Snyderverse restored soon. And at the rate that WB is right now, they need to. If they don't restore it, they are going to seriously sink faster than where they're at. And a lot of people are speculating that they're going to be sold this year, sometime in April. That's just a rumor. I don't see that happening. And even if it were to, that wouldn't probably come into play, with the full effect probably in the next almost 2 years. So, what up, Shane? Appreciate you for watching again. I know you saw the live stream that I was doing with Resident Evil and stuff. It's weird. I don't know why the audio wasn't working. I think I had a feature off, and after the stream I turned it on, so probably that's it. So it is what it is. But yeah, like I've been telling all of y'all, more content's coming on besides this, with the movies and stuff that we talk about. And of course DC, because this is a hot topic, and this is what we talk about and stuff like that. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all whenever y'all watch the video, even if it's for a few minutes, a few seconds, all that stuff. So this is where we're at, just bringing y'all more entertainment and stuff like that. All right, WB is ruining DC2 to the ground on purpose. Yeah, you know what? It's just the executives and the staff and people that just really have no, they're just not fitted for the job. They're not competent, to do this. It's pretty sad, but let's see what happens. Let's really see. I think next year, hopefully by Universal. Yeah, hopefully, but let's not forget that next year in January, Comcast is coming into play, and they're doing a deal with WB. Remember, they're going to be shifting some things, so don't be surprised if from here to then things start changing, especially towards the end of the year, because it's early. Things don't shift until towards the end of the year and stuff like that. So let's see what happens, and that let's just see what happens. I mean, there's so much that we can do. Resident Evil Live was dope as hell. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. You already know. So I'll be having more content and stuff like that. All right, let's see. They still haven't showed David in full shot with his tights. Yeah, you know what? That's another thing too. Look how long, it's been. We're only months away from this shitty reboot, and we already know that James Gunn's Superman is going to join the flop squad, and he still doesn't show us, the full costume reveal. Pathetic, just pathetic. Yeah, he's the one running DC Studios, right? Makes no sense. What up, Pedro? Winning always. You already know This is the winning team right here. That's what we do. And we're proving all the doubters and everybody that doesn't see our point of view, that they're wrong. Even with facts, they don't like it. Like you could see it on the comments and stuff. Some people always want to backtrack and they have an excuse for everything, and it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like when I'm wrong, and I'll tell you straight up, hey, look, I'm wrong. But it's just some people just can't accept the big L, and that big L is coming this summer with Superman. All right, WB keeps all what properties, including DC. Yeah, yeah. So let's see what happens. All right, hey bud, what are your thoughts on Michael Bay's take of the TMNT? I loved it. Honestly, I loved it. Besides the face designs, because they actually looked a little kind of like wonky, with with the what do you call it, without the mask and stuff. And I didn't like Donatello with those big old glasses. But besides that, I loved it. I really loved what they were doing. It was a whole different take, especially with the live action. That Shredder scene, that Krang scene. It was dope. It was awesome. And again, like when it comes to whatever Michael Bay was doing, like it was ahead of the time. It was really ahead of the time. The same with Zack Snyder, and we have to give credit where credit is due. These directors know what they're doing. But the sad part, as us the fans is that these shitty studios think that they know what's best for us, and they don't. They don't, and this is where they're at. They're where they're at because they've brought that upon themselves. All of these brands that are right now suffering, for example, like DC, and you have Hasbro, the Transformers brand, they're all sinking because of the shitty studios. Let's be real. If the studios were a little bit more, like, let's see what the fans really want, they wouldn't be in this situation, honestly. Even Marvel's tanking, like they're sinking also. Because again, they don't have good ideas. They want to keep on catering to the wrong crowd, and you keep on going with that woke, you're gonna be broke. That's it. There's no and ifs or but about it. But I'm gonna be real with you, I didn't like the new what is it, the TMNT, the one with Seth, that he made it, Seth Rogen. That was garbage, honestly. I didn't like the animation, I didn't like the characters. Like, I just didn't like that style. They should have just stuck to live action and finished that trilogy and then do whatever they want. But it is what it is. All right, so let's see. Moving forward, I wish folks would stop saying WB properties will be sold. Total BS. Yeah, you know what? They're not gonna be sold. They're just not. At this point, I'm seeing it. WB is gonna continue, but there's going to be a parent company, because right now, remember, Warner Brothers is the one that owns DC and all these characters, but WB soon is about to have a, a parent company, if you want to say. And I have a feeling that all the odds and all the chances are going to go to Comcast. That that not merger, but that network, if you want to say, that they're doing next year in January, it's the start to something big, because Comcast has serious money. Like, if you're asking yourself, oh, but why Comcast? Why not Comcast? These people have money to, like, throw away. Like, they be sponsoring the Super Bowl. That's money. You know how much it costs to run an ad on the Super Bowl for like 30 seconds? Millions. It's expensive. See what I'm saying? So these people have money. And remember, Comcast owns Xfinity, so they're a cable company. They do phones. So what do you think that they don't? They have serious money. They got serious money. They don't got the debts that WB has and stuff like that. So let's see what happens, and what comes from it. So I have faith. I know it's gonna happen. We're gonna get the Snyderverse restored. So regardless what people say. All right, having these meetings and these executives talking behind their backs. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just always down again. Just typical companies playing corporate games. That's it. You play corporate games, you're going to get stupid prizes. And this is what happens. What's the stupid prize? Look at the stocks of all these companies. Hasbro, look at Warner Brothers, like, all these brands are sinking. There's a reason why, because they just don't cater to the right customer. If you don't give me as a customer what I want, I'm not going to give you money. That's it, plain and simple. I'm tired of excuses. I don't want to hear excuses from anybody anymore. Just accept it. You're giving shitty quality, you're not going to make money. That's it, plain and simple. All right, Zack Snyder and David Ayer are both still making great movies. Yeah, they are. They really are, both of them. Zack Snyder's crushing it over at Netflix, and he has more projects coming up. So that's why it makes me laugh when the doubters and all these clowns that are salty keep on saying, "Well, Zack Snyder isn't doing anything." Yeah, you're just full of excuses. That's what it is. You just can't cope and deal that the fact is that Zach is winning wherever he goes. That's it. Wherever he goes, he makes money and he's making the money. So that's all that matters. I want the accountant too to be Superman. It will. Oh, it will. Trust me. It's going to. Honestly, why there's no merchandise for Superman Legacy? That's just crazy. Look, talking about that, there is merchandise, but just not enough. Just the other day, I was at what's that store? I think it's Hot Topic or Spencer's, one of those two. Those rocker stores that you see in the mall and stuff like that, and they had the shirts for Superman, right? All of those shirts, everything around it was sold out. They were like low in stock, empty. Superman were fully stocked. Nobody was buying that shit. Nobody wants that. That thing was just in stock. You get what I'm saying? Like in every size. I was like, wow, this is not moving. And just the other day, they just announced the Funko Pops. It was probably in these few days, the shitty Funkos. And I'm telling y'all, all of that is going to end up at Ross. And if it doesn't end up at Ross, it's going to end up at Ollie's, which is worse. Because at least if you end up at Ross, there's some chance that it's going to probably sell. Like you saw that I just posted the Peacemaker Funko Pops that he's in his underwear wearing the helmet. Yeah, I wonder why they're at Ross. And then when they don't sell at Ross, guess where they go to when they can't be sold anymore? They go straight to the dumpster. Literally, they destroy all of that merchandise. That's what they did with a bunch of Star Wars merchandise and stuff that doesn't sell. They just throw it away. Back in the days, like in the 80s, I think it was in the 80s, early 90s, when ET came out for Atari, that game never sold. And whatever didn't sell, look it up if you don't believe me. And they went to the landfill. They just completely destroyed them. Until this day, people are still digging them up. Why? Because they didn't sell. So that's what's gonna happen with Superman and all this merchandise. Nothing from James Gunn sells. And then when it does sell, it goes straight to clearance because nobody's buying it at full price. You don't see that happening with Zack Snyder's merchandise. None of it. And I get it. Some of you might be like, oh, well, I saw Rebel Moon stuff on sale at Walmart. Yeah, because probably in that area, it's like that's not the only thing that goes on sale. It's probably a whole bunch of stuff just because it's probably in the middle of nowhere. You see what I'm saying? Like when it's in the middle of nowhere, sometimes these things don't sell. That's the problem with their marketing department. They have no clue where to really like put their stuff. So it happens. All right, the accountant tool will be amazing for sure. For sure, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see that. Honestly, the first one was awesome. Let's see how the second one's going to be. So, um, all right, let's see. Ha ha ha. The only thing they got is the puppy bowl. Yeah, you know what? I saw something about that the other day. Somebody was saying, and of course, James Gunn's trying to jump on that bandwagon to try to cater and trying to target people so they can be like, oh, it's puppies. Oh, you get what I'm saying? So the marketing is just trash for Superman, honestly. At this point, between the marketing of Transformers 1, which it also flopped, the most recent Transformers shitty film, um, that is going to be their marketing is going to be much better than what they're doing with Superman. Facts, I'm telling you right now. So let's see. Heard that his TMNT was more like the comics, which is great. Yeah, it's actually good. I got the first two films, honestly. So, like I watch them from time to time. They're pretty dope. I like the second one is better. Um, just because it has a little bit more action, it's just a little bit more fast paced. The first one's good, especially that Shredder part. That scene towards the end. It gave a lot of Transformers vibes, and I love that, honestly. This is why I say like Michael Bay, he does his films good because they're entertaining. That's all I care about. Like that's the problem with Hollywood right now. And if you don't give good entertainment, people are just gonna get bored. That's all it is. They turn away. But Michael Bay was awesome. Restore the Bayverse, and that all falls under with Transformers, the TMNT, and whatever movies that he makes. Honestly, 'cause he makes good movies. I mean, it's not the best, but yo, it's entertaining. That's all I care about. When it all comes down to. All right, Puppy Bowl is the best. Yeah, but now with James Gunn, we already know that. Oh, this is going to be fun when we get closer to Superman and stuff like that. So uh, we're gonna see as we get close. Execs seem to want to appease critics over the people that actually pay for the movies. You see it on DC, Watch Dogs, Hasbro, Lord of the Rings, among many others. Yeah, you know what? Now talking about Lord of the Rings real quick, it just completely reminded me. Have you all seen that they're doing the live action He-Man? Who is that catered for? Honestly, They're making He-Man like a young guy. I'm like, what is this? Like, who's again? They're not doing it like it's supposed to. He-Man's supposed to be like this brute looking guy, like just some badass. But again, this is what happens. That movie's going to also tank. I think it's from Amazon or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there honestly because it's pretty sad. All right, let's see. I'm just checking and stuff. So all right. Leroy, what up? All right. Hello, guys. So very sorry I'm late. Great live. Wallet's closed. You're always on time. Don't worry. Yeah, wallet's closed. That's the theme this year, and that's what we're all sticking to. I encourage everybody, just keep those wallets closed. And as you can see, like I posted that update yesterday that, Wall Street it closed with DC. And you got to remember, this is not just with the DC brand on the WB. This is all of their IPs. They're just doing bad overall. So I don't want to hear no excuses. And somebody was in the comments saying, oh, because of what's going on, with the fires and stuff like that. Look, look, look. Don't bring that to me. That has nothing to do with the movie industry. Honestly, I get it. It's probably going to drop a little bit because that's normal. But when you're at the rate that you are with WB for over a year and a half, 2 years, and now going to three, and your stocks don't go up, there's no excuse. There isn't. You're at a reboot. You finally got away from Zack Snyder, and you're still trying to blame Zack Snyder for all the downfall of the DC right now. No, don't come at me with that. Accept the fact James Gunn isn't working. The stocks aren't moving. Nothing is making money. So why the hell should anybody support it? Not even the investors nor people want to invest at Wall Street with the brand of WB. Nobody. It doesn't matter. It's not just DC. They have other brands and it's still not making them money. So what's going on? See what I'm saying? So wallets closed. That's it. Wallets closed. We are not playing no more. Yeah, Marvel's pandering to dumb critics. Yeah, that's the problem. Like all of these companies want to bend the knee, and then we already see it when June and July comes up. I'm not gonna say what, but you already know what comes up. All these companies you can see, they all bend both knees if they could, because let's cater to this crowd. Which one? The woke crowd? You're gonna go broke. That's why these companies are going down. See what I'm saying? Look, talking about this topic real quick. That video game Stellar, I think it's Stellar with the hot anime girl on it. Yo, all cancel culture was trying to cancel that game, and they're pissed because that game made so much money, and they're so awesome that they got extra money and they're giving bonuses to their employees. That is amazing. That shows you when you give quality and you give fan service, you're going to make money. You reap what you sow. You make a badass game, you make a badass movie, you're going to make money. This is why I like with the Fast and the Furious. That brand is no longer about what it used to be. But to me, as the customer, as the audience, I don't care. I don't give two shits. I just want to be entertained. And that's what they're doing. Universal is crushing it. They're entertaining me, and that's all that I care about. Same thing with Jurassic World. I don't give a shit about if it's accurate or these dinosaurs have feathers or these were not. I don't give two shits. I want to see dinosaurs eat humans, and that's it. Run away from them, survive, shoot them, do what you need to do because that's what Jurassic Park is. That's what the whole brand of dinosaurs. You're going to tell me you're going to try to be peaceful with these animals, these beasts, these creatures, whatever you want to call them? Hell no. You're going to be running, especially in the jungle. And now these bastards all over the city, all over the world. That's why it's called Jurassic World. I don't care. You get what I'm saying? I don't care that it's accurate. I want to see good entertainment. I don't care how you do it. That's all I care about because I am going to give you my money. I don't want to see no type of message. I don't want to see no, oh, this one, this is their preference. And I don't give two shits about that. I want to see good action. That's it. Good entertainment. It doesn't matter what type of movie it is. And that's what this industry is lacking. And again, it comes back to what you're saying, Shane. Exactly what it is. All these companies are catering to dumb critics, such as Rotten Tomatoes. I don't give two shits what Rotten Tomatoes thinks. Half of the time, if not most, every time Rotten Tomatoes tells you, oh, it's a good movie, it's in the high 90s, it's always the opposite. That means that movie sucks. They're just trying to build this excitement for us, the consumer, to go out and watch it. And then when they rate another movie, oh, that movie sucks, it's not good, don't go watch it. It's a good movie. See what I'm saying? Like they try to play this little psychological game. Come on, man. Don't come at me with that. All right. So coming hard at these fake YouTubers full force. Hell, We got to say how it is. They're just getting paid, and that's why they're saying what they're saying. So, that I'm gonna leave it at that. Yo, dog, this is truth. Look, that's all I speak honestly, just facts. And when I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you, yo, I messed up, I'm wrong, or let me clarify it and stuff like that. Because that's just how it is. But let's not fake the funk, because we already know that this industry is already fake as it is. We already know majority of everything that's in this entertainment business is all fake. This is why you see that this woke shill, Holly woke is always after Zack Snyder. They don't like him. Why? Because Zack gives good entertainment. Zack actually cares about his audience. David Ayer cares about his audience. Michael Bay cares about his audience. This is why, as a Transformers fan, I'm gonna be real with you. Without Michael Bay, let me repeat that. Without Michael Bay, the Transformers brand is where it's at right now. And I know there's some Transformers fans listening to this and probably are going to be salty about that. But it is what it is. Let's be real. When Michael Bay was there, movies made money, period. Merchandise sold. If it didn't, why are they still with Hasbro making with Takara Tomy and Studio Series putting out Michael Bay's movies, characters from the movies still in the toy line? And how long has that been? It's been years. It sells. So obviously, it tells you that people are willing to spend money. Now, what's wrong with the studio? Why you don't continue the Bayverse? Restore the Bayverse. That's it. Do it, and you'll see how your Transformers brand goes back up. Nobody wanted this shitty cartoon, and that's what we got. It didn't work. You wanted to get away from Michael Bay, it's not working. The same thing with DC. You wanted to get away from Zack Snyder, it's not working. Look at where you're at right now. WB, you're tanking, your stocks are flopping, your movies are flopping. What else do you need? What more proof do you need? James Gunn is not going to help your company. Your company is about to go on bankrupt. What does that tell you? You need Zack back. This is why they brought him back to do this prequel of 300 that we're probably going to be hearing this year. So we'll see what goes from there and stuff like that. All right. So what's crazy is that there were no Gunn fans before he took the CEO position. Now look, all they make all of us don't even want to buy anything, which we're not. Yeah, exactly. Once James Gunn came on board with the Suicide Squad, everything just went down and everything continues to sink. Nothing is making the money. On the contrary, it's just costing the studio more money. But that's what WB wanted. That's what WB is getting. I hear Hasbro sinking. Hasbro is sinking just like WB, my friend. The same, if not worse. Hasbro is sinking so bad, just so you can see how bad they're sinking, that they stopped funding their own movies because they can't afford it. See what I'm saying? That's how bad they're doing. So what are they doing? They stopped that, right? They just canceled the game a few days ago, right? And this is, I get it. It's another studio, whatever. It doesn't matter. Hasbro is taking the big L. And the same thing like WB, they're taking the big L because again, they want to cater to some audience that it's not there. Hasbro with the Transformers brand, when they went woke. You don't believe me? Go look at it. What is it? Earthspark or Allspark, something like that. Earthrise, I don't know what it's called now. All I know is that cartoon show for kids, if you're familiar with it, it went woke. They started putting that this character is, he prefers this and not. Come on, these are robots. See, another thing too, that's another problem. These are freaking robots. They're not humans. Why should they have a preference? It makes no sense. All I want to see is robots in the middle of a war fighting. It doesn't even have to have a cause, just have them going at it. And Hasbro needs to stick what they're good at, making toys. That's it. They're good at making toys. Why try to double dip? Oh, let's get into the movie industry. Bring back Michael Bay then. Everything was making money when Michael Bay was there. And I get it. Some fans are like, no, I don't care about it. Oh, I'm not interested because of Michael Bay. He ruined it. No, he didn't. He saved the brand. Let's be real, because before Michael Bay, where was the brand? Just like where it's at right now. Because in the 90s, I think it was like in late 90, 92, something like that, Transformers, history is repeating itself again because they brought out the G2 and then fans weren't buying it and the brand just went to shit. And that's where we're at right now. They did the same thing back then and it's happening again. And honestly, They get what they deserve. It's sad. I'm a Transformers fan. I love Transformers, but they brought this upon themselves. The same way that WB has brought that upon themselves. See what I'm saying? It's like, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I'll be relieved once Comcast has full control of the IPs, restore the Snyderverse. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what Comcast is after, honestly. Because remember, Comcast. Look. Let's think big. Let's think big, people. Comcast. When do you hear the debt of Comcast? Never. Exactly. That's my point. When do you hear the debt of WB? Often, constantly, on a daily basis, right? Of how bad they keep on sinking their stocks, blah, blah, blah. They're not making money. Their movies in the theater. Look at how they reduce movies in the theater. It's just bad. Looking from bad to worse because they go, oh, we're gonna cancel Batgirl. Damn, that's how bad y'all doing? That y'all need to do a tax write-off? That tells you everything. See what I'm saying? That studio is on the brink of completely going into bankruptcy. Honestly. Now, let's say Comcast does acquire them. That's a huge, massive win for Comcast because now they're going to own these IPs. You imagine that Comcast owns Warner Brothers, right? I think the first thing they're going to do is clean house and get rid of all those executives. All those executives are poor. They're piss poor. Their leadership sucks. They haven't been doing anything, but they're good at milking WB's money, right? For that, they're good. At the end of the year, they all want their bonus, right? Like David Zaslav. What has he done to help the company? Nothing. All he's done is ruin the company worse than what it is. Hell, Walter Hamada was in a better position with WB, and the DC and stuff than what it is where it's at right now. Look at David Zaslav selling parts of the company just because he wants to collect and cash in an extra bonus. And you have James Gunn. He's not worthy of running DC Studios. Where and what movie has James Gunn made over $1 billion? Tell me. None. That's the point. None. He's not making money for the studio. And the studio's seeing this. This is why I'm telling you, James Gunn he was sent by Marvel to completely destroy DC from the inside outside. That's it. That's it. He's doing a fine job at it. It's crazy. It's crazy, you know? Completely insane. I should have took a pic of the stocks. I do have a picture of the stocks. I do. I posted it yesterday. I still have it. I've been following them for a while. I'm telling you, when the time is right, I'll put them all out there too. So that's what is going on with with WB and stuff like that. So yeah, just restore the Snyderverse already. Jesus, yeah, that's true. It's going to happen. This is why I'm telling y'all. This is why I'm encouraging each and every one of you, wherever you are around the world. All right, wallets closed. That's it. Wallets closed. You want to know how we win this invisible war? Wallets closed. That's all. That's it. I've been saying it for a while. If WB doesn't give us and you, the one that's listening, wherever you are, they don't give you the quality that you deserve and you're entitled to because you're the consumer, you're the customer. You go and support them, right? If they don't care about you as the company, why should you? You shouldn't. You shouldn't. If they don't care about you as a customer and they really don't appreciate you because they're not giving you what you want, now they're going to give you what they want. Who's the one that's wrong? They are, because they're trying to give you something that you didn't ask for. So what do you need to do? All right, you're just going to wallets closed. That's it. You go out to a restaurant, they don't give you what you want. You're not going to eat that. They can't force you. What are you going to do? Wallet closed. You're not going to pay for it. You're going to get up and you're going to leave because you're going to be like, I didn't want to get that. I wanted to eat what I wanted to pay for. Same thing right here. WB. You don't want to give me more Snyderverse content? I'm not going to give you any more money. Why should I? I'm not going to go subscribe to HBO Max because, oh, they have 2 or 3 little movies. No, I'm going to take my business to Netflix because Netflix knows how to, one, treat the director good, two, treat us, the fans, good because they keep on giving us content, and three, they just want to make more. So I'm gonna give you money. That's it. That's how it has to be. Zack Snyder Rebel Moon films rock. Hell yeah, they do. I'm ready for part 3. We already know that Zack has confirmed that the third one is ready to go. Not fully, but he's working on it. And like everything is already coming up, and it's just a matter of time. Of course, he's gonna be busy for like the next 2 years, 3 years or so. So we might hear something maybe towards the end of this year, maybe sometime next year. It doesn't matter. Let him take his time as long as we get some good stuff. That's all that really matters, honestly. Zack Snyder still makes movies. We'll see what happens to Gunn and Saffron, especially Saffron. Saffron. The guy is a remnant of the Toby Emmerich regime. Yeah, yeah. They're all friends. Now, look, now interesting that you said that because rumor has it that this year, 2025, and I spoke about this in a video a while ago, that in this year, look at how the tables are going to turn slowly. This year, 2025, apparently Peter Safran's contract is going to expire. And the rumor is going around that they're not going to renew his contract. So that's good. That's good. He'll be out soon. This is why he started his own little production company, whatever it is that he's trying to do, because he's trying to probably play it safe on the end and stuff like that to cover himself. That's cool. Go ahead, do your thing. But next year is going to be James Gunn. So that's going to be a huge win for all of us. The studio, for us and whatever's going to come with that. So, it's just something to keep an eye on and stuff like that. So, Did McFarlane do Superman Legacy figures yet? Those will peg warm. Those ain't gonna peg warm. They're gonna go straight to Ross, straight to clearance. Oh man, those pre-orders are not gonna sell. I don't think they've announced anything official yet, but I know that there's a leak that I saw somewhere online, and I guess they're about to release or do something about it and stuff like that. So honestly, I don't care because I'm not adding that crap to my collection. I'm not adding nothing from David Corn Sweat or James Gunn to my collection. Honestly, just not. DCEU restored. Yep, we need that. We really, really need that, honestly. That's why, look, honestly, while you're saying that, look, I get it. Some people are like, oh, what Walter Hamada was doing, he was going to fully replace Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck with Batgirl and Supergirl. Well, that's what we thought. We don't know for sure. Things change. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Some of y'all might get offended or hurt, whatever. It is what it is, but I'm gonna say how it is. Under Walter Hamada, things were a little bit better than where they are right now with James Gunn. And if you look at it, yeah, I get it. Walter Hamada was probably going to replace them, but I'm sure it was going to get to a point where it's like, yo, we can't really allow this. And look at what James Gunn has done. James Gunn has literally spit in your face wherever you are around the world and me and all of us, the customers, the consumer, because he literally took away from what we wanted. He took away the Snyderverse. He took away Henry Cavill. He made fun of the Justice League. You saw in an interview recently. I shared that. If you haven't seen that, go through my feed and you'll see it. And James Gunn is just mocking us. All right, you want to play those games? That's fine, buddy. That's fine. But when it comes as we get closer to Superman, right, in July, guess what we won't be seeing? Oh, that's right, James Gunn's Superman. Because we're gonna be watching and supporting every other movie except that piece of crap. Honestly, we're not. That's it. You want to play those games? We'll get you at the box office. We already got Joker 2, we got The Flush, we got Aquaman, we got what else? A Blue Beetle, we got Shazam 2. We got you. We're waiting. That's all. He knows it. Oh man, the delusion with the James Gunn fans is very, very desperate. Honestly, it just tells you completely. You're watching Twilight of the Gods and love it so far. Nice, awesome, cool, cool, cool. That's what matters. All right, two favorite space opera movie franchises since Star Wars went to shit are Rebel Moon and the Riddick saga. Nice. The Riddick, I haven't seen it. I have to see it one day. But yeah, Rebel Moon, honestly, look at how Star Wars is right now. It's literally in the dumps. Rebel Moon is about to replace Star Wars. And again, this is why you have, and again, I'm gonna hurt some feelings with this. This is why you have the Star Wokes fans coming out and being mad at Rebel Moon. Because again, they know that Rebel Moon is giving quality. Star Wars is not giving quality. What from Star Wars has been working recently? Nothing. Nothing. That's what I'm saying. So Rebel Moon is about to replace Star Wars, and they can't accept that. See what I'm saying? So it is what it is. James Gunn is a mess. Yep, yep, truly, truly. He really, really is a mess. All right, let me see, let me see. All right. Damn, y'all really going on these messages. I see that I'm back though, so let me actually. All right, let me see, let me see, let me see. All right, so I see this one. All right, let me see. High five. Let me start from down here. When are we gonna good Transformers? That's a good question. That's a good question, Yoshi. I have no idea. And the way that WB, I mean not WB, the way that Hasbro is right now, who knows what is gonna happen. And on the topic, let's not forget, there's that Transformers crossover with GI Joe that's supposed to be coming up next. If I was Hasbro, if I worked on the board, I would be like, you know what, this GI Joe crossover with the Transformers needs to connect into the Bayformers. It needs to, because that's where quality was at. Try it, do it, Hasbro, and you will see how people will come again to the theaters, and you'll start making money. But the thing is that they're scared. They're scared, because again, they're trying to cater to Rotten Tomatoes and the wrong crowd. You don't want to cater to them. In the end, those people don't give a shit. They're not gonna buy nothing from you. Cancel culture, two words for you: suck it. That's it. You don't like it, suck it again, straight up. Tired of all this censorship and all this bullshit that nobody cares about. That's why I'm here, spitting the facts and saying what some of y'all maybe want to say. Except I have the balls to say it. All right, Rebel Moon is amazing. Yes, for sure, for sure. That is completely awesome. I've never really been fond of GI Joe and Transformers crossovers. I've always thought GI Joe and Fast and Furious were in the same universe and could exist in the same universe because of The Rock. With The Rock, I mean, yeah, The Rock's always playing. I was thinking about The Rock randomly today, and I'm like, when he was playing, I think it was what was it, that some Egyptian movie? I can't remember. I think it was The Mummy. I think they gave him like hair on it and stuff, and I was like, The Rock with a wig. It's like just that alone doesn't convince me. But what he did with Black Adam, look, I give him credit. That was dope. That was pretty cool. And I get what you're saying. G.I. Joe, I'm not a fan of G.I. Joe either. I've never seen none of the live actions just because I've never cared about G.I. Joe. The other day I saw a clip and I was like, damn, what did I miss out on? Because that probably is like a little like 3 minute clip I saw on YouTube. I was like, nah, I gotta go and rewatch them. You get what I'm saying? Like I gotta go watch all of them to catch up and stuff. But whatever. The whole point is that these studios just need to start giving quality. When they don't give quality, I mean, it puts all of us, not just one side of the fandom, it puts all of us in a situation where we're like, damn, there's nothing good out there. And that's why people get bored of this, because there's nothing good. When you have something good, everybody's going to be watching it, whether it's good to talk good or bad, because that's how people are. We just do that. So we'll see what happens with that. These Reeve thing is like the J.J. Abrams thing. He basically swindled WB for half a billion and produced shit. The only one thing is it was trash and Batman Cape Crusader. Yeah, yeah, the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Like all of these how do you call it? Like directors and whoever's running whatever movie, most of the time what they're doing is just taking the money so they could put it in their pocket, and then they're putting out bad quality. And this is where we're at right now. So I don't know, honestly, it's just a complete mess. That's why I made a video the other day. The industry is completely collapsing. Honestly, there's no good entertainment. It's rare. I'm gonna watch the new Jurassic Park. Yeah, that new Jurassic World. Honestly, I'm ready to watch that. I'm probably gonna watch that like who knows how many times. That's how many times I'm probably gonna watch it just to support that and not James Gunn's Superman. And I can't wait to see those numbers at the box office. Oh, I can't wait. We are all ready. Honestly, you know. Oh, this one cracks me up. Hack thieves. Y'all too much. Y'all come up with these names, man. It's so funny. Batman flop, so karma to him. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna actually see the Batman 2. I think that one's also gonna join Batgirl and probably Supergirl a tax write-off, honestly. Or just throw Robert Pattinson in the DCU. That's it. Just get it over with, honestly. All right. I like the Jurassic World movies. Yeah, the Jurassic World movies are entertaining. Look, honestly, I would love to see, I know this is crazy, but I'm going to say it. I've said it before. I would love to see a Jurassic World crossover with the Fast Saga just because they're both ridiculous. Honestly, I want to see a T Rex chasing down a fast car with turbo and NOS and just going, "Rah, rah," and you just got the T Rex just roaring and just for no random reason. That would be good ass entertainment. See what I'm saying? Like, I know probably the executives might be like, oh no, but the merchandise might not sell. Might not sell. Everybody would want that. I know I would want a 2 pack of a T-Rex with Dom and and the fast car. You get what I'm saying? Like some weird stuff. Do some crossovers. Like stop doing the same thing. Just do something different, and just entertaining. Who cares? In the end, these are all movies. I mean, hell, you won't know unless you try it. So let's see what happens and stuff. I like Rebel Moon franchise. Yeah. I know that there's two versions, the PG and the R. I enjoy the PG, honestly. A lot of people, didn't like it. It's cool to each their own. But I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I really liked it, honestly. The R rated just has, blood and probably some extra hardcore scenes. But I mean, to me, it's just I like the PG-13. I hate hack thieves for scrapping a shared universe vision for solo nonsense and also attracting posers who think they know about Batman. They actually bandwagons in disguise. Yeah, that's what it is, honestly. It's crazy, And then some of these Matt Reeves fans, hack thieves, they want to support and they're like, oh, back up James Gunn. All right, then throw your Robert Pattinson in that universe and call it a day. That's it. Oh, but no, that's a no, right? Oh no, because they're different, right? Oh, they have a whole different. Is the tone is not right. Come on, we're talking about Batman. We're just looking at Gotham and his universe. Why can't that fit into James Gunn's weird and wonky universe, if you want to call it? Do it, and I want to see it. Do it. I mean, let's see what happens. Honestly, I feel like Matt Reeves hype is artificial. The people that are hung for it are not aficionados but pushovers. Yeah, yeah, they're also part of the Rotten Tomato, um, team, if you want to say, in the sense that, well, if you're not down with Matt Reeves and his Batman, then you're the odd one. They want to label you and call you whatever. But then when you tell them and you call them on that, that freaking Robert Pattinson boring movie that it puts me to sleep. Oh no, that's not. You can't say that, right? Like, come on, man, come on. Yeah, Rebel Moon is lit AF. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's a Matt Reeves Batman statue for sale. Yeah, it constantly goes on sale. Look, I'm a collector. I follow all these things. Whether it's GameStop, whether it's Target, wherever they sell this crap. Honestly, and I say crap in the sense it's like like all this type of collector stuff, right? And let me say it right. I see that Matt Reeves stuff is always on sale. When the figures came out from Spin Master, I think it was Spin Master. They went to Target, that they were Target exclusives. They were all literally on the clearance rack, like, and they weren't even selling because people don't want that. People didn't care about it. When it first came out, of course, the McFarlane figures sold out and stuff like that. I bought it because I'm like, you know what? I didn't care. I was like, whatever. I'll just get it because whatever. But I didn't put full price. Like, I think they're scalping it now and stuff like that. It's crazy. But all the stuff ended up at on the clearance rack. The same thing with Ross. You saw a lot of that merchandise from the Batman, and till this day, you still see it in the clearance aisle. It's crazy. That means that, okay, what happened? It flopped. Nobody cared about it. That's what happens. Pattinson has nowhere near the actual relevance as any other Batman. Nobody talking about his universe already. Yeah, yeah. Nobody. Honestly, he just doesn't convince me. He's a. I didn't like him as Bruce Wayne. A Batman, all right, but it's still like, I don't know. I just didn't like him, honestly, especially that Batmobile. Don't even get me started with that Batmobile. His Batmobile from Robert Pattinson looks like it straight up belongs racing Dom in the Fast and the Furious. It's a muscle car. That's all. That's all it was, And I was like, I just can't with it, honestly. I really can't. Wasn't a massive fan of Rebel Moon, but considering the entire budget was 140 million for both movies and all four cuts, it was massively successful for Netflix. Yeah, there you go. You see? I mean, I get it. A lot of people don't like Rebel Moon, and that's cool. To each their own. You're entitled to. If you ain't like it, you ain't like it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to force nobody, and nobody's gonna force you. But we gotta accept the facts. Netflix is willing to spend money. They believe in Zach. They did literally two versions of each movie, and boom, that's all that matters. So Netflix is winning, and that's why their stocks are huge right now. If you look at it, they're massive. Their stocks are insane. And even if it drops, it still doesn't affect them because it's still so high. WB wishes they could have those numbers, but they can't. I've been having an itch to watch Rebel Moon again, and I will soon. I love that it's got a lore behind it. Yeah, that's the awesome part. I want to rewatch it also soon. Um, Especially part two. I really, really enjoyed part two more than the first part. But both of them are good on their own, honestly. All right, let's see. Shane Pattinson looked like he was falling asleep whole movie. He was bored whole way through. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, it's completely, completely. It's very boring. Honestly, it starts off so boring and it just ends boring. I was like, that's it. Like this is what they gave up. I guarantee you, if they were to bring in Ben Affleck and make his movie, the internet will be wild. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. Everybody's gonna want regardless, they're gonna want to talk about it and stuff. So yeah. Andy Muschietti disregard the Flash from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah, with that interview that he did, he straight up, yeah, that's what he did. He making excuses. He was making excuses, and it's wild. It's wild to see that. It's like I'm not surprised. You know, I'm really not surprised. All right, Shane, I see that you posted this like twice, so let me see. When are we getting a Rebel Moon video game? That's a good question. I know we were supposed to get something, but then something happened, I think, between the studio and Zach, so they canceled that, and we're not getting that. But then I guess they made a board game, and I don't know. I didn't follow with that, honestly. But a video game would be dope. That would be honestly really good to see. I would really really want to play that. All right, let's see. We need the Affleck movie. WB would have had back-to-back billion movies after Aquaman. Exactly. Boom. Facts. Ray, that's spot on. Exactly. If they would have done that, they would have been making bank. It was already on the path. That's what I'm saying. Like, think about it. After Aquaman, the first one, right? It made a billion. If they would have said, yo, because remember after that, the plan was that they were going to do Man of Steel 2. And that's why they brought Henry Cavill back at Black Adam. But of course, James Gunn got in the way. And then, the last little bit of the Hamadaverse started, transitioning into what James Gunn came on board. And, officially, James Gunn came on board once Blue Beetle was established because he was already overseeing, and given the director's note, Todd Phillips for Joker 2, and then what is it? With I can't remember. I think David Sandberg. I can't remember the director's name from what's this movie Shazam, and he gave him notes. And again, look at what happens when James Gunn gives notes. Things don't work out. Things just start sinking. But again, they brought this upon themselves, and they got what they looked for. Yeah, the Suicide Squad was the beginning of the end of DC. Sadly, once that movie was, I don't even know who approved of that movie. It was just completely a mess. It's completely a mess, honestly. I'm like, why was that movie even allowed? Complete. It's like, it's a mess. Did you know Man of Steel? There's a mobile game. I didn't know that there was a mobile game for that. Honestly, that's pretty dope though. I'm gonna have to look into it. Probably there's no updates for it and stuff like that. And now that you're talking about mobile game, real quick while I'm on the topic, look, I rewatched that clip of Batman versus Superman where you see where Wonder Woman first appears in the movie and stuff. And when you see Doomsday fighting with Superman, the way that they're going at it's crazy because it kind of falls like you could see Zack Snyder was influenced by the Injustice game because when they start fighting in the game, if you played it, like they start going through walls, they start like bashing each other like that. It's pretty hardcore. It's pretty dope, and that's you see those elements in that one fight scene, and I'm like, damn, yo, like every time I watch it, I'm like, why? Like, why doesn't the studio continue the Snyderverse? Like, there's so much potential, there's so much, like, it's just entertaining. It just, I'm like in shock watching it. I'm like, Zach knew exactly what he was doing, and this is years ago, and we're still talking about that movie. That just tells you how quality affects this industry, and in the end, how people are just like completely, like it just everybody gets one way or the other and stuff. So it's just awesome. Let's see. Netflix could buy Warner Bros. Discovery just with the profit from this year. They are worth over $370 billion now and have only 1.3 billion debt. Netflix, please just buy DC. Yeah, but nah, I don't see that happening, honestly. I mean, Netflix is huge, but I've talked about this plenty of times. Why would WB sell their IPs? Makes no sense. And another reason why I say why this can't happen, let's look at the facts. Remember, next year in 2026, I've talked about this plenty of times. In 2026, Comcast is coming on board to do this network with WB. Why would they go to a third party, which would be Netflix, and sell it when Comcast is coming into play? I feel that Comcast is like Randy Orton right now. If you watch WWE, you know who Randy Orton is. When he makes his move, when he's about to do his finisher, he's just stalking, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, oh, boom, he does his move, right? That's the same thing I think Comcast is doing. They're just waiting, waiting, watching. When the time is right, boom, that's when the bidding is going to start. And it's going to be nuts. Look at where the stocks are at right now, at 9 and some change. So I think 970 for WB. That tells you a lot. That tells you a lot. And with the leadership of James Gunn, things have not gotten better. Things continue to get worse. So you have to hold him accountable. He's the leader. He's the one running and overseeing DC Studios. What excuse do you have in that department for all of your films to be flopping? None. None. Just admit it. You're not worthy of it. That's it. He's not worthy of running WB Studios. Honestly, you know? So that's what happens. DC sucks now thanks to Gunn. At least Marvel is sort of doing better. Yeah, yeah, I can kind of agree with that. Yeah, for sure, for sure. WB is in a worse position now than when it was with Walter Hamada. Honestly, at least with Walter Hamada, they were making some kind of money, but with James Gunn, everything's just been back to back flops. You know, it's been on a roll. You know, and we could say the same about Marvel. Marvel hasn't been doing good. You know, after Infinity War. And now it's when they're starting, you know, with these updates and announcements and stuff like that. So again, let's see what happens with that and stuff. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, WB DC ain't being sold, it's staying put. Yeah. I just think that in the end Comcast is gonna acquire what is it? WB overall. And they're the ones that are just gonna be like, you know what? Hey, we got all these IPs. We could put it on Max, of course, their streaming service. And remember, Comcast owns the internet industry. They literally are an internet company and phone company. What's stopping them from wanting to put it on their streaming service through exclusive? Imagine, just imagine, let's picture big, right? Comcast acquires WB. What do they do? Oh, well, we could put it on our platform. I mean, we are a telephone company and we are an internet provider. So you imagine that? Just the marketing alone on that would be nuts. Remember when AT&T was around, they were marketing the hell out of Zack Snyder's Justice League. You would go into AT&T, they would sell you deals and say, "Hey, look, if you sign up, you'll get HBO Max and you'll be able to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League." The marketing was strong. I'm telling y'all, the marketing was heavy. I know people, and they would tell me these things. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, don't be surprised. Comcast, some of y'all sleeping. Y'all think that Netflix is gonna be out here buying it. Netflix ain't doing shit with that. I'm telling you right now. Netflix is doing with Zach, Rebel Moon, and all that. And they would love to have the license and whatever it is for DC, but that ain't gonna happen. Hell nah. Especially with Comcast coming into play. Hell nah. If I was Comcast, I'd be greedy. I'd be like, hell nah, y'all ain't getting none of these IPs. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna milk all these brands, and that's how you got to do it. And I think that's what's gonna happen, honestly. You know, honestly, that's why you don't see me saying nothing about sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Nah, like I'm not against it, but I'm not down with that either. It's either restore the Snyderverse or nothing, honestly. You know, and when it comes to restore the Snyderverse, whoever ends up buying they know that there's profit. They know it. Why you think AT&T took the risk and they ended up putting the Snyder cut? Because they were like, hell, there's a market behind that. Let's milk it. Who knows how much they made off of it? And to this day, we still don't know the exact numbers. So I'm telling you, there's something big that's about to happen. And I think those big ones are going to be Comcast. Everything is proving and is showing and is setting up to that, you know. But let's see what will happen with that and stuff. All right, DCU will never be restored by WB. The company will need to be sold. Universal are getting ready to pronounce. Well, that's all right. Look, let me just talk about this real quick. When people say, "Oh, the like WB won't restore," it doesn't matter. Whoever it is, whoever buys WB, it doesn't matter, right? The point is to bring back all the content that Zack wanted to bring regarding the DC with his characters, his vision of these characters. It doesn't matter, regardless who ends up getting the rights. The point is, once they bring it back, you think that they're not going to, in other words, bring back, restore, what is it? Whatever word you want to call for restore. That means you're bringing back something, right? Reintroduce. Of course, they're gonna want to. There's money. Why wouldn't they want to? There's money on the table, and there's a fan demand. So they're gonna be like, let's go for it. Let's make money off of this. That's what it's all about in the end. It's all about money. And for us, it's about content. If it wasn't for money, then why are we keeping our wallets closed for James Gunn's DCU? See what I'm saying? Again, it's about money. Zack's DCU must return as live action. Exactly. Exactly. It's either live action or nothing. Straight up. I'm not gonna settle for less and just take whatever they think that they can give us. Hell nah. Live action. You started live action, end it live action. That's how it's supposed to. Because if it's not like that, then go ahead and start turning everything from James Gunn right now to cartoons and turn everything into animation. Oh, that we can't do, right? Oh, that's a no-no, right? Oh, how about Matt Reeves? Let's turn the whole Matt Reeves universe into an animation. Oh no, we can't do that either, right? Oh, that's a no-no. Come on, man. Come on. All right, let's see. Andrew Garfield's criminally underrated as Spider-Man. I think he's the GOAT for that character. Hell yeah. Make the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Telling you, we need that, honestly. We really, really need that. If we get Snyderverse to return one Green Lantern movie with Hal Jordan because he doesn't get respect nowadays. Yeah, I think that would happen. That honestly would happen. Once all right, let's see. Once James Gunn is fired, watch him trash talk all the fans and old WB. Yeah, it always happens. That's what they end up doing with these studios and stuff like that. So, all right, I love Andrew Garfield. That's my Spider Man. Honestly, between him and out of all three of them, he nailed the role. It was just amazing. Honestly, it was such a awesome way that he ended up capturing that Spider Man and Peter Parker. It was dope. I really love that. It's a shame with again Sony has done with the whole Spider-Man brand. They could have been milking it, but again, another studio that doesn't know what to do with their characters. Oh, that's insane. But yeah, all right then. So let me see. Yeah, what they did the Joker is also they did it wrong. So yeah, it's crazy. But again, this is what happens with the studios. All right. But yeah, so I'm about to get going. Again, you're gonna start seeing, like I said, besides this type of content, you will also be seeing some gaming and stuff. So for all my gamers, if you're on Twitch, go ahead and follow over there too. I'll be streaming on both sides and stuff like that for whenever I play and things like that. So again, I appreciate y'all for watching, for tuning in, all that good stuff. So I'll be back tomorrow probably, and we'll do another chat. I got another little special one that tomorrow I can't wait to share with y'all so we can talk about, and it is related with the Snyderverse and stuff like that. So but we'll leave that topic for tomorrow. But yeah, as always, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. And I'll catch you on the next one. All right, peace.